I was very socially awkward with my English.
What commitment is needed to build the CAT?
And if some students are watching this or aspiring to get into CAT, it gave me masala for my GDs. And I did not take any paid course. So when you try everything that you know and you do it to your best, I guess even CAT is crackable.
How did you prepare for your CAT exams? How did you get into IIMBangalore? How did you get into the IIMs?
How I got in, I think written was not a problem. I obviously worked hard. Quants was my strong point. I had to get ahead. And if some students are watching this or aspiring to get into CAT, English wasn't. I would not even finish reading all the reading comprehensions and I would run out of time. And that was a worry, but the bigger worry was I was very socially awkward with my English. I had not done enough speaking. So I was grinning when Vikas was just saying that I remember him to be very composed and polished. It happened during preparation of CAT. So I started feeding myself with facts. I kept picking tips from everywhere. I had no access to internet back then, very limited access. So it was just from hearing around other students, what they were trying out. I would read some 7, 8 business magazines cover to cover. Some were weekly, some were fortnightly. Some were general news magazines like Think India Today, Outlook, Frontline, Think Business Today, Business India, Business World. So I was reading them cover to cover vociferously. It gave me masala for my GDs and gave me reading speed now. Then I was reading Hindu newspaper cover to cover because they would do a lot of analysis, which is useful for GDs, which is where I would typically lose all my confidence. That, oh my God, how do I survive all this chaos? And some of these GDs would be cacophonous. Bosh or sharaba hota tha, and I did not know how to do. And I did not take any paid course for my written. I created my own paid regime where I would do mocks every day, my own mocks, both for quants as well as my whole reading regime I spoke about. But I would then take up a course with career launchers. So I would visit Delhi whenever they were doing a live camp for classes to get the exposure and technique. And they got very excited when they saw my results with the written. And they doubled down on me, saying that, okay, we'll support you whatever we can. Very grateful to Satya and team. We're also IIMB alumni, still in touch with Satya. So very, very grateful for what they did to me. But it was just the grind. It was just very, very specific stuff, nitty gritty. And I did not have a formal mentor back in the day, but it was just latching onto anything that came my way and sounded smart. So when you try everything that you know and you do it to your best, I guess even CAT is crackable. I know the competition has gotten more intense these days. There are probably 10 times more people writing CAT. But I guess you just play to your strengths, manage your weaknesses, and you're good. So quants I would always max, and RC I started from very low to and started moving up over the year. And GDN interview, thanks to all my reading habits and career launches, it came through.
Tell us about your schedule. Like, what was your schedule like? Did you put in like 6 months of 8 hours every day? What commitment is needed to build the CAT?
So I would do roughly about, when I was in Lucknow, which is where my hometown was, I would do 2 hours of reading and 2 hours of mocks every day, diligently, day in, day out, mornings, nights. I can slog a lot over long innings. I can run marathons, not physically, but in terms of schedules. Something that helps me in my startup life, because startups are also not quick sprints. And that's what helped. When I would go to Delhi for career launches, I would work at least 8 hours a day, all inclusive, plus the career launches classes. So yes, that's what happened.